So you've heard the hype. The AI gold rush is officially on, and today we're giving you the practical playbook on how to stake your claim. Seriously, we're going to cover the exact skills that are in high demand and even the words to use when it's time to negotiate your salary. Let's get right into it. First things first, why is right now the moment to jump in? Well, this number says it all. We're looking at a plus 400% year-over-year growth in job postings that just mention vector databases. That's just wild. This isn't just some small trend, it's a full-blown explosion in demand, and it's creating a huge opportunity for anyone who's ready. And this slide right here, this really gets to the heart of that opportunity. What we're seeing is a classic, massive skills gap. You've got the demand for AI talent shooting through the roof, while the supply of people who actually have these skills is lagging way, way behind. And that gap, that's your way in. That's where you can build an absolutely incredible career. Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we'll dig into what this AI gold rush really means. Then, we'll explore 4 different career paths you can take. After that, we get super tactical. We're talking crafting a resume that actually gets noticed, how to ace the interview, and finally, a concrete 60-day action plan to make it all a reality. So let's start with the big picture. We're talking about a market where every top-tier company you can think of, from the big tech giants to literally thousands of startups, are all hiring like crazy. The salaries are high, and the need for people who get AI infrastructure, well, it's only getting bigger. This isn't some far-off prediction. This is what's happening on the ground right now. So the big question is, where do you fit into all of this? And the great news is, there isn't just one single type of AI job. We're going to look at 4 really distinct, high-impact career paths to help you figure out where your skills already fit or, what you might need to learn to make a move. Let's break them down. Okay, this slide pretty much lays out the whole ecosystem. If you're an AI/ML engineer, you might be building these advanced systems like retrieval augmented generation, or RAG. That's basically just teaching an AI to look up facts before it gives you an answer. And yeah, you could be making up to $200K. Then you've got data engineers, the folks creating the data pipelines that feed everything, earning up to $180K. Full stack engineers are building the actual AI features that users click on, while solutions architects design the entire setup for clients, and they can pull in over $220K. Just take a look and see which one of these paths gets you excited. All right, so you've got a path in mind. Now what? Now you need to get a recruiter's attention. And listen, in a field this hot, sending in a generic resume is a guaranteed way to get ignored. You have to speak the language of AI, and this section is your playbook for making sure you stand out from the pack. So here's the absolute key. You have got to be specific. Just look at this transformation. On the left, built search feature. I mean, what does that even mean? But look at the right. You're talking about implementing semantic search with specific tech, like Pinecone. And then, and this is the killer part, you quantify the business impact. A 92% successful query rate, now that is what gets you an interview. Having a solid portfolio project is, frankly, non-negotiable. But it doesn't have to be some massive, complicated thing. Just follow these 4 simple steps. 1, clearly state the problem you solved. 2, detail your technical approach. What tools did you use? 3, show the results with real numbers. And 4, of course, give them a link so they can actually see your work. That's it. Now, when you get to the skills section of your resume, you need to be super explicit. Recruiters are literally hitting Control+F on their keyboards, searching for keywords just like these. So list the specific vector databases you've used, the embedding models you know, and core concepts like RAG. Don't make them dig for it, put it front and center. Okay, you did it. Your resume got noticed and you've landed the interview. Congratulations. This is the final boss battle. And just like with the resume, preparation is absolutely everything. We're going to walk through how to handle those tough technical questions and, just as important, how to negotiate for the salary you actually deserve. Okay, picture this. You're in the interview and they lean in and ask you this. How would you design a semantic search system for 10 million documents? It's a classic system design question, and it's really meant to test how you think about architecture. So how would you even start to answer that? Here's how. You use a framework. Instead of just blurting out a solution, you calmly walk them through your thought process. You start by talking about embedding generation, turning all that complex data into numbers the AI can work with. Then you discuss why you chose a particular vector database, how you'd configure the index, and then how you'd plan for monitoring and scaling it all up. This structured approach, it shows you're a pro.
All right, let's talk money. This is so important. You have to do your homework long before you even get to the negotiation table. Use sites like levels.fyi. Get a real feel for the market rate. And for a senior role with actual production-level experience with vector databases, you should be expecting well over $170,000, maybe even pushing past $220,000. You have to know what you're worth.
And when they pop the question about your salary expectations, this right here is your script. It's so powerful because it's based on cold, hard data, not just what you feel like you want. You state the range you've researched, and then you directly tie your request to a specific, high-value accomplishment from your resume. See? You're not just asking for more money. You're proving why you've earned it.
Whew, okay. We have covered a ton of ground. But look, knowledge is great, but it's action that lands you the job. So this last section is a super clear, time-boxed plan to turn everything we've talked about into actual interviews, and hopefully some great offers.
Let's break this down so it doesn't feel overwhelming. Don't try to do it all at once. Week 1 is all about prep work, getting that resume and portfolio polished. Weeks 2 and 3 are for focused outreach. That means applying and networking. Then, from week 4 on, your main focus shifts to interviewing. This structure makes the whole thing feel so much more manageable. So what can you do this week to get the ball rolling? Just 3 simple things. 1, update your resume using that specific metric-driven formula we covered. 2, get a portfolio project up on GitHub with a really good README file. And 3, write a LinkedIn post talking about that project to start building your personal brand. Easy. And here's your target. This is how you'll measure your success. If you follow this plan, your goal is to have 3 to 5 interviews scheduled within the next 60 days. It's definitely ambitious, but given what's happening in the market right now, it is absolutely achievable. Let's just end on this one final thought. The market for these skills is on fire right now, and getting in early is a massive career advantage. The absolute best time to start is now. Why? Because this window of opportunity, this skills gap, it won't stay this wide open forever. The time to make your move is now.